listening to the Outer Banks This Week podcast, a place for people to hear what's going on up and down the beach and get the truth about what really goes on around the Outer Banks. So, here we go.
All right. Thank you so much, Lexi. Outer Banks This Week podcast, episode 144, and it's all brought to you by Outer Banks Pest Control. Again, online at outerbanks-pestcontrol.com. I am so thankful to have them as one of the sponsors of the Outer Banks This Week podcast. They are some fantastic folks over there. Any of the varmints, any of the creepy crawlies, any sort of situation that requires pest removal of any sort, you can inquire about what they're able to do about said pest, whether it's eradication, relocation, extractions. I don't know. You get what I'm saying, though. They're happy to assist you and help you in any way possible over at Outer Banks Pest Control. So you can check them out online again at outerbanks-pestcontrol.com. And hey, you know what? We love us some Kelly Midget over at Kelly Auto in Manio, right there past Jump Masters, just before Good Dog Retreat on the left as you're coming into Manio. I think I said last week it was like a half a mile. No, it's not quite. It's probably like a quarter mile down from the stoplight, the first stoplight, the Midway intersection stoplight, heading north into Manio. About a quarter mile on the left puts you in Kelly's automotive parking lot. Again, they've got lots of sheds out there. I see some work vehicles out there, cars, trucks, SUVs. Kelly can find it if you're in the need. All right. He and Dakota, they're like the dynamic duo. They're like the Batman and Robin of the car world here on the Outer Banks. Now, which one's Batman? Which one's Robin? I'll let you figure that out for yourself. But check them out online at kellysobxauto.com. Okay. So, what's been going on? I'll tell you, this past weekend was, in a lot of ways, everything I needed. A lazy, not much happening kind of weekend. We had my nephew's fourth birthday party. That was a lot of fun. Went and sat on the porch with Uncle Phil for a little bit, watched a little bit of the Army-Navy game, started getting our brackets ready for college football, that sort of thing. And then Sunday, went to church, great church service, but then did a whole lot of nothing the rest of the day. Honestly, like, I think I cooked a little bit, obviously. I mean, folded some clothes and some stuff like that. Did some stuff around the house. But, like, did I really do, like, a lot? No, I think I took 2 naps. It was nice. Like, it was really nice to not feel like I had to, like, run from place to place to place to place to place. It's nice to not have that pressure. Nice to not have that, gosh, I got to be here, I got to be there kind of like thought process and mentality going on. So it was a very nice weekend. However, one thing I will say, I got to go back to, Army barely lost to Navy. Yeah, I was an Army guy. My buddy Adam, he is a Navy guy. We made a friendly bet. I owe him a barbecue sandwich now. So happy to buy that barbecue sandwich for him, though. It was a little friendly lunch wager. He took Navy, being a Navy guy. I took Army. I lost. But just so you know, Navy barely pulled it out. A 9-2 Navy against like a 6-5 Army. Barely pulled it out. And I'd throw that barely in there. So anyway. But again, the funny thing about the weather, though, here lately, you've heard me talk a little bit about the weather and how it's been colder and everything like that. Well, there's no doubt about it, because Sunday started out 56 degrees. I think it might have been closer to 60 in some places. But in my house, my temperature gauge said 56 degrees. Okay. When I went to bed, 26 degrees. And it continued to drop throughout the night. I think when I woke up Monday morning to go to the gym, 18 degrees, give or take. Regardless, temperatures plummeted, okay? And it's been cold for a few days. Now, things are warming up. It looks like they're going to level off for a little while there. But again, I don't put it past, last year we had some snow in January, February, somewhere in there. I can't remember the dates now because I try to forget about snow. But we're destined for some snow again this winter. It's not even wintertime technically. You want to get right down to it. The nitty gritty, was it the 21st, 22nd of December is when wintertime actually, the winter solstice or whatever. I don't know if that's the right word or terminology or not. I don't mess with the planets too much, but you get what I'm saying. It's not even wintertime yet, and it is been frigid here lately. It's just, anyway, I got a feeling that we're in for a long, cold winter. Long, cold winter. I'm pretty sure we're on our way to it. But regardless of how cold it has been, the bars, the Christmas bars are red hot right now. And that's kind of what, we're going into. So I'm going to do a little bit of a Christmas bar check-in on this episode of the podcast. I'm going to stop at a few of our local watering holes that are decorated for Christmas. Where am I going to go? I have an idea of where I'd like to go, but let's see where I end up. But that's kind of my idea for this episode of the podcast. Give y'all an opportunity to hear a little bit more about some of these Christmas bars that are going to be having lots of fun things going on and already have fun things going on here on the Outer Banks. So I'm going to be doing that. I'm going to hit the streets in a little bit, see what I can find. I do want to thank Seth and Jarixa from over at Honchaco Lounge for allowing me to come and be a part of their world, I guess we'll say. Last week, went in there. They're right there, milepost. What do we say, 9-ish? I can't even remember right now. But I went in there and enjoyed like the atmosphere and everything they have there. Set up is great. They definitely have like a uniqueness about them to where like, they got your classic cocktails and beer and craft beers, but they also have like mocktails that are designed for whatever euphoric level you're trying to achieve. I don't know if that's the right way to describe it. It's better if I let them describe it to you. And if you haven't listened to episode 143, go back and listen to it so you can hear more about Honchaco Lounge. Getting geared up for Captain Marty 2026, and I'm really excited because I've had some inquiries about how to be a part of the captain for 2026. If you want to know more about Captain Marty and how to be a part of the captain, any of his stories, any of his fishing, anything, if you want to be a part of the captain, Justin at OuterBanksThisWeek.com, let me know. Happy to share that information with you. But again, fishing reports, everything can be found online at OuterBanksThisWeek.com. If you have been listening on any of your podcast platforms, because it's a podcast form now, make sure you hit that like button, you subscribe, leave a comment about the captain if you'd like to. You can even call us here at the podcast, because the Outer Banks This Week podcast and the Captain Marty hotline ring to the same number, 252-216-2797. So I encourage you, leave the captain a message, leave me a message. Whatever the case may be, Captain Marty 2026 is going to be awesome, in the words of my friend Mike the Miz. Okay, let me jump into some shout outs, and then we'll take a quick break and I'll hit the streets with some shout outs. First shout out I want to give is it's the only shout out that I have actually. First Flight High School's aviation class with Admiral Joey Tinch. Okay. Fantastic. If you haven't listened to the special edition of the Outer Banks This Week podcast talking about the Wright flight, the party that's going on, and them unveiling that plane, go back and take a listen to it. Wonderful group of individuals, kids, the students, and the instructors, the mentors, and Admiral Joey Tinch. I think that it's definitely a little deep dive into how the the career and technical education fields are here in Dare County schools. Kind of gives you a glimpse into the inside of that, but it also talks about, you can hear about just a lot of the different layers to building the plane and things that went along with it. So if you get an opportunity, go back and take a listen to that. It's a special edition that was released over the weekend, this past weekend. So that's something that I want to give a shout out to them, because they worked really hard, and I know that they're getting ready to start as soon as this plane is 100% complete. They're going to start another one. From what I understand, it's going to be bigger. All right, quick break. When I come back, I will be elsewhere. Okay? Yeah. Where am I going? Again, I think I know, but who knows? Where the wind will blow is where I will land. Gear up for your next big hunt with Soundside Sporting Goods on Highway 64 in Columbia. Whether you're chasing waterfowl at dawn or tracking black bear in the woods, we've got you covered. We carry trusted brands like Dan's, Nomad, and Garmin dog collars, giving you the performance and reliability you need in the field. From rugged hunting apparel to outdoor essentials, our wide selection is built for sportsmen who live for adventure, all with competitive pricing. Stop by our store or explore SoundsideSportingGoods.com.
A new year means new possibilities at College of the Albemarle. Spring classes start in January, and you may qualify for the next NC Scholarship, which could make your tuition free. COA also offers child care support for eligible students, helping you balance school and family. Complete the FAFSA today and learn what's available for you. Begin your new year with purpose at albemarle.edu or call 252-335-0821. College of the Albemarle. Better skills, better jobs, better future.
All right, out on the streets this week for the Outer Banks This Week podcast, as I've already mentioned, and I find myself up here at Barefoot Bernie's. And ironically, you know what I love? I got my wife sitting next to me, and she's not going to talk, but I'm just going to ask her, you know what I really love? She's shaking her head. No, she doesn't know what I really love. One thing I really love is when you have like business owners and in the management world that actually go and eat and hang out and have a drink or two at other restaurants and bars. So again, like I said, I'm at Barefoot Bernie's up here in Kitty Hawk, but I'm sitting next to Mr. J from the brewing station. Like I said, I mean, it just kind of goes like with the whole thing of just pouring back into each other. It's one of the most beautiful things we do here on the Outer Banks. So, Mr. J, how are you today?
I'm doing great. I absolutely love the camaraderie of the restaurants in the area too. It's the same. I love when people come in to see me. I love when I come and see other people. It's an amazing thing with the restaurants in the area. It's a really fun thing.
Well, all right, let me ask you this, Mr. J. Now, your restaurant at the Outer Banks Brewing Station is part of the 12 Bars of Christmas. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah, we're doing the Outer Banks Vacation Station. So it's a National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It's amazing. So yeah, we're having a great time with it, having a blast. Busy as can be. Got buses left and right. People coming in outfits. Kids coming in with the kitty passports, which is amazing. Got some fun kid events going on, really, that's awesome. This Saturday, the 20th, we're going to have tea with Elsa from Frozen. So we've got that going on. Got some trivia nights going on. It's going to be Thursday, the 18th. Got a couple bands going on. We got Trick Fly this Saturday. We got a DJ Warnelius on Friday. Just a ton of fun going on. So hope everybody comes out for that.
All right, Mr. J, let me ask you this now. See, one thing that is unique about these, I guess, can we call it a pop-up bar? Is that what it is, the vacation station?
It's absolutely a pop-up bar. We switch our entire persona. We change our sign, have the lights up. It's a pop-up bar in every aspect of the sense.
Okay, so something that y'all do along with the pop-up bars, you have like a specialty like food menu and a specialty drink menu that kind of goes with the theme, vacation station, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which I'm going to tell you the truth. If I tell you something, you promise you won't laugh at me?
I'm not going to promise that.
I've never seen that movie.
I told you.
I knew he was going to laugh. So, but regardless of all of that, I like going to the brewing station and having a bite to eat. And one thing that I had there not long ago was there's a hot dog with like cream cheese and some sort of like cranberry mustard or something. Talk to me about some of the food stuff y'all got there.
Yeah, so you're talking about the holiday dogs. So everything's themed after the movie, which is awesome. Got, I think, 5 different items on the menu. We got a white pizza, turkey egg rolls, crab fritters, the holiday dogs. We've got 13 different drinks going on right now for the holidays. Got some Snots the dog. We got the Aunt Bethany's mistletoe kiss, Frank Shirley prickly pear margarita. Which cool part about that one is we actually get the prickly pears from the cactus out in front of the restaurant, which is phenomenal. It's a beautiful drink too.
That's pretty rad. So, how long now? It all launched back like right after, like the weekend after Thanksgiving. Now, y'all going to steam this thing all the way through New Year's?
We go through the first of the year. It's we are rocking and rolling the entire month of December. We started, I think it was 3 days before December, so the 27th through the 1st.
Okay, all right. Now let me ask you this one more thing before I turn you loose and let you finish your beverage and enjoy your lunch here at Barefoot Bernie's. Any like fun stories you can tell from like the pop-up bar or anything right now? Anything you can think of that's been interesting? Uh-oh, you got to look from the wife. I don't know. Maybe it might go from PG-13 to rated R here in just a second. So kids, cover your ears, earmuffs.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it clean. No, it's been a blast all month long. We did lose one of our Clark Griswold cutouts actually this weekend. Went on a bus trip with the adventure bus. It came back, don't worry. But it was kind of a funny scenario. It was hilarious. We all thought it was terrible at the time. Now it's hilarious because it's back. But Clark's back home at the Outer Banks Vacation Station. So. Yeah, it's a good time. Lots of fun stuff going on. We got squirrels flying everywhere, cats getting electrocuted. We got reindeer out back. can't say that one. Thanks, Carrie.
Yeah. We're not going to repeat what she just said, but
We got some fun shots there. Late night Christmas menu. We've got it all. So yeah, swing on by. It's a blast.
absolutely can't agree with that anymore. At the Outer Banks Bruin Station, the Outer Banks Christmas Vacation Station, or wait a minute, yes, did I say it right?
Said it right.
Okay. Laura's engaged in a lot of conversation over there right now. I'd really like to get her take, even though, Bernie's isn't part of one of the 12, the bar crawls or anything like that. They have it decorated very nicely in here, and it's still a wonderful place. I guess you could say it's like in my top 5 places that I frequent when it's, lunchtime and I'm on the beach, Bruin Station being one of them, and this is another one, simply because of just the atmosphere, the people, just a wonderful place. I'm not sure if, again, she's very, very, okay.
One of the best things I like about the what's going on now is we started off with the 12 bars of Christmas. It's huge. Then we got the Misfits. Now we got the North Pole versus South Pole. We got
I haven't heard of the North Pole.
Oh my God! Have you not heard about the North Pole?
No, I have not.
This is the North Pole. Blue Moon's the South Pole. So Grinchmas versus Christmas. It's amazing.
So this is Grinchmas here, and Christmas is it at Blue Moon?
Blue Moon.
Okay, that is something unique. Okay, I didn't know that. I just learned that. So now I got to get the foul one over yonder to maybe acknowledge my existence. And we're going to talk to her about the Grinchmas thing. I mean, let me ask you this. Now, Laura, would you consider her more of a Grinch or more of a Cindy Lou Who?
She definitely comes across as a Grinch, but she's definitely a Cindy Lou Who.
So she comes across as a Grinch, but she's definitely a Cindy Lou Who. I can understand that. I can see that, and those are individuals that have been in here before that have experienced her can definitely pick up on that. She's definitely a sweetheart of an individual with maybe that's not the right way to say it. But see, I think she's over there purposely talking so she doesn't have to talk to me. Anyway, you know what? Quick break. I'll take a break and I'll get her on here in just a second. No, so here's what's fixing to happen. I'm about to interview you, and you're going to love it. Here we go. Ready? All right, so I just got finished talking to Jay, and of course, Laura was kind of ignoring me. I think she was purposely down because she did not want to talk to me.
They love me.
No, what's that?
They love me.
Okay, all right, good. So real quick, no, look, don't listen. Okay, so Laura, I just need to know, a couple things. Real quick, how has your December been here at Barefoot Bernie's?
It's been spectacular.
Been a busy month?
It has been busier than average, but I'm really just loving all the decor and the clothing and the people.
Okay, so, and I agree, I was just talking about that. Jay and I were just talking about the decor and everything like that. I mean, it's been busier than average, you would say.
Yes.
Now, is that something that makes you very happy?
No.
So, here's...
I'm not going to lie. Listen, off seasons when we get to relax a little and enjoy our customers and have more conversation, and I'm not getting to talk to people as much as I like. Obviously, since you all just yelled at me for not being down here with the microphone in my face.
Laura, listen, so I just heard something about some sort of North versus South, North Pole. Talk to me about North Pole versus South Pole.
So we have this fun little thing for the Christmas holidays in the month of December. Barefoot Bernie's has paired up with Blue Moon in Nags Head, and we are North Pole, South Pole, just the 2 locations. We have a little punch card. You come in, you order something from us to eat. You get a punch card, and then you get to keep these fantastic custom pint glasses that we've had. And you get to enter into 2 different sweepstakes, one at the end of December and one at the beginning of January, where you win gift cards valued anywhere from $25 to $100.
Excellent. Okay, because like I said, I was not aware of this until Mr. J here sitting next to me made me aware.
Well, it's all over our social media, big man, if you were a little more aware of what's going on around you.
Irregardless.
Is that a word? Is that a word? Oh my God, I'm walking away.
All right, so we just compared you. We said, we were asking, are you a Grinch? So what would you consider yourself, a Grinch or a Cindy Lou Who?
I cannot believe that you're all asking me that question with a straight face. Everybody's holding their breath right now.
We know what Jay said.
Cindy Lou Who.
I think the Grinch is kind and warm and fuzzy.
Kind and warm and fuzzy. Okay, so, all right, I guess Laura is trying to work, and again, I just put the mic in her face. She had no idea that this was happening. So, Laura, thank you. Any parting thoughts?
Merry Christmas and bah humbug.
Merry Christmas and bah humbug. Straight from Laura here at Barefoot Bernie's in Kitty Hawk. All right, where am I going to turn up next to talk to some bar patrons and some bar owners and managers and stuff? Who knows? But I'm going to make my rounds here up and down the beach today for the Outer Banks This Week podcast. All right, I've made my way over here to what's this? Milepost 6.5. I thought it was like 6 3/4 or something. 6 3/4. Is that right? 6 3/4.
That's correct.
All right, I'm over here at Holly Jolly's. Okay, you may know it as the Jolly Roger, but it's Holly Jolly for the Christmas bars, the 12 bars of Christmas. And sitting with me right now, I've got Mr. Brandon, bartender extraordinaire. Mr. Brandon, how are you today?
I'm well. How about yourself?
Hey, I'm doing great. So talk to me a little bit about, like, how has December been for you here at Jolly's? How's Jolly's been, actually?
It's been nonstop, packed all the way to the rim, you know. So it's where people come. I mean, we're the late night bar, so when all the other businesses close, everybody comes here. So.
This seems to be, you're right, this seems to be the spot. Anytime I see photographs on the internet of this place and it is past 8, 9 o'clock at night, I mean, it is packed to the gills. But talk to me a little bit about y'all's participation in the 12 bars and what you got going on here, like some of the food, the drinks, and stuff like that. Talk to me about some of that stuff.
Well, since the 12 bars is the most original thing on the beach, on the bar, we always have, like, the award-winning appetizers that we have. We usually win most of the restaurant competitions around here because we have great menu, and it's a little hidden secret. Even though we're the most popular bar, but our food is off the hook. We serve nightly till 12. Where you can get actual real food up to 12 o'clock at night. A lot of people don't do it. Most places are closed by then, and I'd say that when all the restaurants close, everybody comes here. So, I mean, it's just constantly busy late night. And so if you're looking for something to do, it doesn't matter what day or how cold it is or even how hot it is, just come here. So.
It was pretty cold today, and this is definitely a nice, warm spot to cozy up inside of. Now, you got this brand new, beautiful bar area, and I see Santa Claus standing over there in the corner. You've decorated it very nicely. Of course, the outside's lit up. You know, you can't miss. I mean, you're cruising down the beach road. You can't miss Holly Jolly's here with the 12 bars. Talk to me, if you would. I know, like, a lot of times there's, like, specialty drinks and cocktails and stuff and maybe, like, some specialty food type stuff. Talk to me a little bit about some of those things.
We got specials every day, just about. We run it 7 days a week. We also have the Christmas menu, which has, like, 8 different drinks on it right now. We also have some that are inexpensive. Like, we're one of the cheapest spots on the sandbar. So we have PBRs, Busch Light, always for $3. We have the Tickle Brew right now, which is $4. It's a special locally brew. We have all specialty drinks. We always have specialty drinks. And we're not afraid to have a good time here. So, I mean, that's one thing that's about to know us. And we have security on premise, you know, literally at nighttime. So there's no worried about being unsafe or anything else.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, let me ask you this. I walk in, and I walk up to Shelby, and she ignores me, and then I see you. And I say, Mr. Brandon, I need you to whip me up something that you know is just going to knock my socks off, that I'm going to love absolutely. Like, what are you going to turn around and start making?
I don't know. I mean, I've been doing this 30 years, so I'll whip up just about anything you want. But I mean, it's just.
Okay, let me be more specific. Let's say I walk in and I'm like, Mr. Brandon, I'm a vodka guy. Like a vodka drink. Like, I want you to make me something that you feel like would just be super awesome in the world of vodka. What would you throw together for me?
Right now, I mean, I love a cherry limeade right now.
Okay.
So what I would do is, like, you know, use a cherry flavor vodka, use sour, splash of squeeze fresh lime into it, and a little splash of 7. So toast some grenadine on top of it, and I don't think I've ever had anybody complain about that. But, you know, when you walk into my bar, and I know with my customers, I always make sure that you're the most important thing to me right then, because you're only good as what comes in and sees you that day. So that's something I've always had that mindset. So I always try to make everybody have the most uplifting experience. Not saying they do, but we try to.
You try to, and I know you're successful. Otherwise, I mean, every time I come in here, I feel like I see you. So with that being said, I see you and Shelby mostly. You know what I'm saying? Shelby won't talk to me right now, although I might approach her in a moment and see what happens. But regardless of that, what are your typical hours when you come to work? What time do you show up? What time do you leave?
I'll start anywhere from 11, and I usually finish about 4 in the morning. So, yeah, I'm not afraid to do the haul.
11 a.m. to 4 a.m. Man, that's like working a double and a half almost. I mean,
We do it at times, but I mean, I break it up as certain stuff. Like today, I do this, and I'll come back later on and bartend later tonight. And I got a great crew around me. I mean, you're only as good as you're seriously your weakest link, and we don't have too many weak links here.
that's amazing. Well, Mr. Brandon, listen, I know you're busy. I know you got cookies and everything you're delivering. I appreciate you giving me a few minutes. I don't know if Andrea is going to let me spin around and talk to her. Maybe. I don't know. She kind of give me that little look, like turn her head, like boy. But hey, Mr. Brandon, hey, thanks a lot, man. I appreciate you.
I appreciate you. You have a wonderful day.
All right. Now let's see. Is Andrea willing to talk, or is that like I just want to know how you feel about everything that's been going on here at Jolly Roger for the month of December at Holly Jolly.
I've been feeling good.
Look at you.
I've been feeling real good. The party buses have been great. They've been a lot of fun. They come in and they want to hear some music. I get up there and turn the music on, do some karaoke with them, and just play some songs, get them out there dancing, and then they get their drink on, and then they leave. Everybody seems to be coming in dressed up. There's so much Christmas spirit out there. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. And the different people from all walks of life that are coming in, they've got their fancy hats, they've got their sweaters, they've got their outfits. I mean, they're even bringing props this year. They're bringing giant candy canes and this and that. Oh, yeah. I mean, even the men, the manliest of men are coming out in their onesies.
What? Onesies? Wait a minute. For real?
Pajamas.
For real?
Yes, I ain't lying. Yep.
Okay, well, Andrew, I know you're in the middle of a business meeting right now. I didn't mean to disrupt your flow, but I had to ask how things were going with you. So thank you for giving me just a few minutes.
Thank you, Justin.
All right, let me see. Look, Shelby's over there ignoring me, but I'm going to go over there anyway and see if she'll say hello and talk about the Christmas bar and everything like that. And, maybe she will, maybe she won't. Shelby, you come over here and just say hello. I'm not asking you to give me full-blown sentences. Just say hello. It's simple. Just hello. It's all you have to do. Oh, Lord, she went there. All right, I guess I have to wrap this up. All right, I'm over here at Holly Jolly's, milepost 6 3/4 on the beach road in Kill Devil Hills. I guess, I got to move along. Shelby shut me down, so it's all good. I'll be all right. I will survive. On to the next bar. All right, making my way down. Let me say it that way. I made my way down Highway 12 to another one of these bars. You may know it originally as Jack Brown's, but today it is Jack Frost. I got Mr. Dewey hanging out with me right here. Mr. Dewey, how's it going, man?
Doing great, my good sir. How are you today?
Man, we doing, baby. I'll tell you, lots of exciting things going on in the month of December here on the Outer Banks, and this is just a piece of it, baby. So talk to me a little bit about how's being part of the 12 bars, and this is Jack Frost. Okay, Jack Frost. So talk to me a little bit about how your December's been.
Yeah, it's been good so far. Weekends are definitely great, sort of like summer weekends. Good to have business, this time of year. Great to have staff employed, give them hours. Everyone's making money right before the holidays, so that's a really big change from years past. So it's nice to have this, busyness in the wintertime. Kind of make the Outer Banks a destination to come do Christmas things, spend time with family, and can't forget about the bar crawls.
That's right. Let me go back. Let me stop real quick and say, if you hear music playing in the background, Outer Banks This Week in One Boat do not own the rights to the music. It's being played inside of Jack Frost's, Jack Brown's, you know what I mean, in the background. We don't own the rights to this music. All right, I covered my tail just then. Yep. All right, so let me just get a little personal testimony. So we came here last Friday evening for my wife's birthday. Brought my in-laws, a couple friends, and we had a great time, man. Let me tell you, the food. I had the Mrs. What now?
Mrs. Crank's famous meat sandwich.
Hey, talk to me about what's on that Mrs. Crank sandwich.
So it's our standard Wagyu beef patty, but it's going to be topped with some of Mrs. Crank's, famous hickory ham. It's got some bourbon glaze, some Swiss cheese, and some crispy fried onions on it.
Dude, it was thebomb.com. And, of course, I had me a side of fries with that also famous Jack sauce. Now, that was, just the perfect. I had to say, I'm not much of a drinker. I'm not going to say I won't have a drink, but I had a Mr. Pibb on the rocks, and it was just complimentary to my sandwich. Now, my father-in-law, he had the Christmas morning. Is that what it's called?
Correct, yes. It's our burger, again, Wagyu beef patty, but this one, instead of our standard Martin's potato roll bun, we went all out, got a baguette, and made it French toast style. So it's going to be, basically your classic bacon, some ham, some egg, and all that's on a French toast bun.
it was pretty big, because I remember I looked at him, I was like, yo, Pop, you need to pick that thing up. And he was like, I can't. He's cutting it with a fork and a knife. And I was like, hey, man, look, whatever. It looked good, though. It looked really good. I was looking at it. I was like, man, I probably should have ordered that. But I was like, oh, I wouldn't have been able to move later on. So, again, that's just a quick little testimony of, like, the great time that we had here specifically. One of the greatest places here on the beach road that you can't miss is Jack Brown's, a.k.a. Jack Frost, this time of the year. So, real quick, talk to me a little bit. So, cocktails and stuff. I mean, you got this specialty menu thing going on. Talk to me about some of your drinks and stuff like that. Give me an idea of what you got that you're pouring here right now.
Cool. So yeah, we pre-batched a couple of cocktails with the party buses in mind, giving quick, efficient service, but also like serving just a really good tasting drink. So probably our number one seller right now is actually Head and Shoulders the Tito's Holiday Punch. Simple concoction of some Tito's, some holiday fruit juices, a little bit of sparkling wine, and we finish it with some fruits. Kind of simple, but also just really good. And again, speed in mind for those party buses. So to deliver a tasty, efficient drink for you.
It seems as if, like, I've been to a couple places. I've talked to Brewing Station. I've talked to Jolly Rogers already. It seems like the party buses are something that they all mention. How frequently are they coming through the parking lot?
Yeah, I mean, we're getting them at least 4 days a week now, sometimes 5, and that'll ramp up as we get closer to Christmas time. More people in town filling up those weekdays. But right now, every single Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, we're getting at least 2, 3, 4 party buses in an evening, sometimes even more. And I expect that to ramp up as we get closer to the holidays.
Right on. Mr. Dewey, look, man, if people want to come in and see you, what are your typical hours?
We are open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. until midnight. So as long as we are open, our grill's on all the way up until midnight. So, you get, whether you were at our establishment on your crawl or you were on a different crawl and need something to snack on before you get home, kind of nurse that hangover early, come swing in, visit us. We got the grill open till midnight, 7 days a week.
Well, let me ask you, so that means... So your grill's open, that means it's full menu.
Full menu, yep. As long as our sign's on and we're open, we're serving our full food menu.
Dude, that's awesome. Well, hey, look, Mr. Dewey, thank you for giving me a few minutes to talk. Again, another spot you're definitely not going to want to pass up if you're here on the Outer Banks or you're coming to the Outer Banks right here. What is this, 8.5-ish on the beach road? Give or take?
Give or take, yeah. More or less within a quarter mile of that, I'd say. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, again, right here on the beach road in Killable Hills, Jack Frost. And they got it decorated so nicely in here. And I mean, it's just, you walk in and you get that Christmas feel all the way around, baby. So again, Mr. Dewey, thank you so much.
Yes, thanks for talking. Have a great day.
Let's be real. No one wants to deal with nasty varmints like mice, roaches, creepy crawlies, and critters. Leave that work to the experts at Outer Banks Pest Control. Outer Banks Pest Control is the best on the beach when it comes to eradicating those unwanted creatures. They've been in business for over 25 years with well over 100 years of combined exterminating experience. Specializing in both commercial and residential properties, Outer Banks Pest Control has all the tools and equipment necessary to take on any pesky job. They pride themselves on top quality customer service and workmanship. Hey, if it ain't red and yellow, it's just some coattail riding fella. Outer Banks Pest Control, the best on the beach with a proven track record of excellence since the year 2000 and online at outerbanks-pestcontrol.com. All right, now we're going to jump into some events. I'm back here in my studio. Oh, what a nice little roundabout. Barefoot Bernie's. Laura's a trip, y'all. I'm telling you, if you haven't had an opportunity to go in and see Laura at Barefoot Bernie's, you need to do it. You've heard her on the podcast a couple of times. You've heard the interviews. She's a lot of fun, guaranteed. But I mean, between there and where else was it? Oh, gosh, I had Jay sitting next to me right there at Barefoot Bernie's from the brewing station, jumping over to Jolly Rogers, Holly Jollies, and then Jack Brown's, Jack Frost. Gosh, those are just but a tip of the iceberg of the different places that you can go and experience here on the Outer Banks, here with the bars and all the Christmas and the holiday bars that are taking place. I encourage you to go and see them and be a part of them and embrace them because they are a heck of a lot of fun. I can't forget about McAllister's Corner. Love McAllister's Corner. I tell y'all something, you promise you won't snitch on me? It's probably my favorite one. We digress. Here we go. All right, so let's jump into some events now. And these events can be found online at OuterBanksThisWeek.com.
looking down the line. I'm going to go through maybe the next couple of weeks and see what we got. So Nightmare Before Christmas. This is at Broken Candy Cane, a.k.a. Bonzer Shack. Okay, Broken Candy Cane to pop-up Christmas. Throw on your coziest pajamas and join us for Nightmare Before Christmas themed villain pajama party with Jack Skellington. Jack himself will make a special appearance from 8 to 10. You're going to miss your chance to meet the Pumpkin King and enjoy a frightfully fun night. So that's going on Friday the 19th, starting at 7 o'clock at the Broken Candy Cane, a.k.a. Bonzer Shack. Of course, you've got your live music and everything else up and down the beach. And hey, let me just pause. Please make sure you're showing up and showing out for these kids at their athletic events, whether it be basketball, wrestling, any of those different swimming. I don't know exactly what else is going on in the wintertime that the kids are participating in. Don't forget about your theater arts. Don't forget about your chorus and choir performances that are taking place at these different places or the different schools. Make sure that you're attending these and showing these kids some love and support. So I'd make sure I mention that. I don't like to leave them out. So make sure you do those things and you participate. Looking at ahead into the live music scene is just on fire right now. Feels like it's in the middle of the summertime. As you heard Jay talking about, Tea Party with Elsa is going to be going on this Saturday from 1 to 3 at the Brewing Station. Let's see. Treat Yo Elf Dessert. Okay. Sunday, December 21st, 4 to 6 at the Salt Box Cafe. What is this? Come and join us for a festive afternoon filled with delicious holiday treats. Indulge in a variety of 4 mouth-watering dessert courses, especially crafted for the Christmas season by Chef Amanda Sprinkle. Bring your friends and family to enjoy a sweet evening all together. All age groups are welcome. Don't miss out on this opportunity to satisfy your sweet tooth and get into the holiday spirit. Can't wait to see you at the Salt Box Cafe. Again, that's this coming Sunday, December 21st from 4 until 6. That looks like a good time. And Amanda and Randolph Sprinkle are some wonderful people. I love the Salt Box Cafe. Let's see. More things coming up. More Golly Day. This on our website at the events tab. It is forever long. Christmas Eve. Let's look at that. Christmas Eve dinner at NC Coast. You're probably going to want to make reservations if you haven't done so already. That's up in Duck. That's going to go from 4 until 8:30. It's the Christmas Eve dinner that they're doing. Believe it or not, it looks like there's going to be a Christmas morning pajama party. So Christmas morning pajama party at the Jolly Rogers from 7 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. So, hey, look, they're going to be open. The Jolly Roger will entertain you. And then there's going to be a Christmas dining celebration that same day. Okay, now, anything else you may see on our Outer Banks This Week website, you may want to just call and check and make sure they're still happening, okay? I don't know if Trivia Night's going to be happening at the brewing station that night, but call and check, okay? Call and find out. But so just keep that in mind as you're looking at the website. Christmas Carol Okie. That's from 6 to 8 o'clock at the brewing station on Saturday, December the 27th. What else? Winter lights, live music, lunch with Santa at Mulligan's, There's so many things on our website that it's just going to take. We can spend an entire podcast like I've done before talking about all the events. I will highlight, though, there is a New Year's Eve bash going on at Bass Knight's Lone Cedar. December 31st from 4:30 p.m. to 1 a.m. Let's take a deeper dive into this one. Ty Fleming. Of course, Ty Fleming is going to be kicking off the 2026 year for you at Bass Knight's Lone Cedar. That's probably where I'm going to end up. I have a feeling that once my wife hears of Ty Fleming playing for New Year's, that's where we're going to go. Of course, you got your Midnight Magic in downtown Manio that evening. You also have New Year's Eve party at the Brewing Station. That's what we did last year. We started at the Brewing Station, just kind of hung out there for a little bit and ended, like we have to make our way back down the beach, and we ended at Bass Knight's Lone Cedar. So there's that. But there's also things going on at Oceana's Bistro and Early Bird New Year's Eve that they're doing. You've got things going on at Mulligan's. You've got a New Year's Eve dinner at NC Coast. You've got a New Year's Eve masquerade party at Jolly's. I might have to jump over there and see what's going on. But then it steamrolls you right on into the new year. And it looks like, again, a long list of things that you could participate in and be a part of here on the Outer Banks. Especially with like the 12 bars of Christmas, the Misfit bars. We learned about the North Pole versus the South Pole in this podcast, and I had no idea even existed. So lots of fun things to be had this holiday season. All right, that's really going to do it for this episode of the podcast. Next week, I'm going to take the week off. Not doing a podcast. I would like to just enjoy the week of Christmas with my family and friends, and we're going to take that week off. So I will catch up with you the next week, and we'll talk about some of the New Year's things, and I'll try to get a podcast out early that week. But I want to take this opportunity to wish each and every one of you a very, very Merry Christmas from all of us here at Outer Banks this week in One Boat. We're so thankful for each one of you. It's been a great year, and we're looking forward to 2026 and what that year is going to bring. So again, Merry Christmas to each and every one of you from all of us here at Outer Banks this week. Again, gone next week, but I'll be back before the new year. Good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise, y'all. Take care now. Bye-bye.
This has been another epic edition of the Outer Banks This Week podcast. Follow us on social media and be sure to listen every Thursday for a new episode.